Good morning, everybody. We are headed back to the trail after a good night's sleep at the Through It All hostel. We got about a couple more tenths of a mile to get back to the trail, then head north. It looks like we got a break in the rain. You see, everything's wet. I mean, it absolutely dropped buckets last night, but today should shape up okay. There's a slight chance of rain around 3 o'clock, so we've decided to press on as hard as we can, and we're starting early. It's only 10 after 6 in the morning, and we're going to try to get 20 miles today into Pine Grove Furnace. So we'll see how we do. Pretty chilly out here. See my breath? Yeah. So I'll be sweating before you know it, though. All right, I'm gonna try not to get hit, and I'm gonna make it back to the woods. But big day today. Probably going to be pretty muddy. Water shouldn't be a problem. And we're going to knock down 20 miles. That's the plan. Check back with you a little bit later. Look at the raging rapids. Water's almost out of the banks. Give you some indication how much rain we've seen over the last couple days. It has buckets of falling. We just entered into Caledonia State Park. Real pretty place. And I know coming out of Caledonia, we got a pretty big climb. Be the biggest climb of the day, and it's not horrendous. It's probably 850 feet in elevation. So that's probably the worst of it today. But right now we're just kind of cruising through a state park. This is kind of nice. Everything's kind of wet. Everything's kind of muddy. If we can get through this without getting our feet wet, it'd be a miracle. But I ain't worried about that. Yeah, more worried about doing the 20 miles, to be honest with you. It's been a week or so since I've done 20 miles. And just a matter of keeping your head down, one foot in front of the other, pressing through it, and you will get her done. So, yeah, here's the trail this is what I'm concerned about. Yeah, there's the white blaze, that's the trail. How do you get across that without getting your feet wet? Probably won't happen. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yep, so we're just now beginning to climb up. You can see the elevation. Like I say, I think on the map it's like 850 feet of climb, and I'm gonna be out of breath pretty quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. All right, folks, we made it to what is probably the nicest, if not one of the nicest shelters on the entire Appalachian Trail in terms of the way it's been maintained and kept up. The trail maintainers, the shelter maintainers here live pretty close by. They're visiting here, I wouldn't say daily, but probably weekly. I mean, they've got hanging flowers here that have to be maintained. They're here pretty regularly. So it's a very nice shelter. Got a nice swing. This is the Quarry Gap shelter. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing great.
A lot of rain last night, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Nice stream right out front. This is a beautiful shelter. All right, Quarry Gap Shelter. A little change in the woods, everybody. Kind of in a pine forest. It looked like a white pine forest. I think we're doing our best not to check the mileage, but I think based on time where we are, we're probably 8 or 9 miles in already, and it's whopping 9:30. So it's not been terribly easy. I know it looks like it's really easy here, but we've had 2 or 3 pretty significant climbs followed by fairly easy terrain. So it's been a pretty good day. And look at there, we have sunshine. So hopefully it'll start drying things up. Some of the trail was just so wet, we found it easier just to walk straight through the mud puddle because your feet's going to be wet anyway, which is what we did. Faster that way. But overall, pretty good day. We're already, like I say, close to halfway done. We're going to stop at the next shelter up here. It's probably a mile away, and maybe call it lunch. Take a break for a few minutes before finishing the second half of the day. But yeah, hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and we will catch up with you further down the path. All right, folks, just a quick update. We're about 5 miles out from our destination, which means we've walked around 15 miles. And we have just officially, passed 1,100 miles. Unfortunately, I guess in all this underbrush or whatever, there's really no official sign that anybody's built. But as we speak right now, we're at 1,100 miles. So that's good. We've reached another milestone. Clicking those off about every week now. And it's sun's come up, things are starting to dry up, and it's turned into a real pretty day. We're a little disappointed. The place that we're going is called Pine Grove Furnace. And that's a place where typically they do the half-gallon challenge. So once you get to the halfway point, which we've already reached that too, again, no sign at all that I've seen, not officially. Now, there is a halfway sign somewhere further up. But, you know, again, the distance on the trail changes every year, but they don't necessarily move the official sign every year. So we'll hit it. I'm pretty sure I'll find it. But anyway, Pine Grove Furnace is a place where they typically do the half-gallon challenge. And what that means is hikers, once they've reached their halfway point, will sit down and eat a half a gallon of ice cream all in one setting. I'm thinking I'm probably not going to participate in that. To me, yeah, I don't know, it would be kind of fun, I guess, but it's probably something that won't sit well with me. So why spend money to make yourself sick? I don't know. That's old dude in me. Younger dude in me would be all over it. So we'll see. I probably won't be able to do that till tomorrow anyway, because I think the store, it's the reason why we're a little bit disappointed. The store that sells the ice cream also sells hot food, which is we were interested in, but they're running a little different hours right now of operation, and they close at 2, and there's no way that we're going to get 20 miles done by 2 o'clock. So unfortunately, I don't think we'll make that happen, but it's all right. We'll visit them tomorrow, but right now we're just making the miles and doing our best to get to our destination. About 5 more, so we should be there probably within 2.5 hours, I'd say, at the latest. So yep, that's our plan. That's status update. That's all I have to report for now. So we'll catch up with you a little further down the trail. All right, folks, this is the official, semi-official, halfway mark on the Appalachian Trail. However, just know that it was erected probably several years ago, back when the Appalachian Trail was 1,181 miles. Now, the Appalachian Trail is, I can't even remember the exact number anymore. It's like 1195 or something. Excuse me. When the Appalachian Trail was 2,180 miles. Now it's 2,195 something, I think. I don't know. I can't even keep up with it. So anyway, my point of all that is that the official center point has not moved, but we still have a nice thing to mark as a milestone, and that's awesome. So we're still moving along. You can tell there's still plenty of water on the trail, but we're plugging through it. Hope everybody's having a great day. We'll see you down the path. About 1.5 miles out from our destination. So my hiking buddy has pulled way out ahead of me. I think he really wants a cheeseburger. If he can get there before 2 o'clock, he thinks he can get one, but I think I'll get there by 2 o'clock. But we'll probably get there just as they're putting the closed sign on the door. So I'm not gonna rush it. Yeah. We'll see y'all when we get a little bit closer to the destination. Well, detox pressed on and actually was like right in time in order to still yet order a burger, and as expected, he ordered the same thing for me as he ordered for himself, so I'm greatly appreciative. So we're set. Everything is good. Ready to eat. All right, folks, we made it back to our home for the evening. From the outside, this thing looks like it is a mansion, right? But on the inside, it's a old, pretty rundown building. You know, honestly, home, I would say. That's you know, it's been converted, and you know, it's a typical hostel, you know, where you got a number of bedrooms or bunk rooms that's got bunks in them. I would say the room that I'm in has probably 20 bunks in it, and that's just one room. So I don't know what the capacity of this place is. When you count the upstairs, it's probably 40 to 50, I would guess. So I've been in worse hostels, I can tell you that for sure. Everybody seems to work well together, but it's one of those things where if you need a lot of service and you're needing someone to ask questions of, this is not the kind of environment for you, for sure. It's, you know, pretty much every man or woman for themselves, and you just go figure it out, right? And but it's okay. It's okay for what we're paying. You know, it's like 25 bucks a night, no big deal. So we had a good day today. We ended up with 20 miles done by probably about 15 till 2 for me. Fortunately, Deep Talks got well ahead of me, and he did his by 1:30 and got in just in time before they started cutting the grill off. And he ordered a burger and fries and bought some soft drinks for me, just as he did for himself. And I knew he'd do that. We didn't talk about it, but I knew he'd do that. So I came in a little bit late and everything was ready for me, so it was so nice. But I've already had the shower. We're gonna wash our clothes together and yeah, kind of settle in. They've got a snoring room and a non-snoring bunk room. We're in the snoring room, and everybody knows it's a snoring room, so nobody better complain in the morning because they hear some snoring, because we're in the right place, I'll just say that. But overall, a very good day. I hope everybody else had a great day too. We will check out and spend a little bit more time down at the store tomorrow, where they do the half-gallon challenge. I don't know, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll look at it. All right, have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching up with you first thing in the morning.